Atomic Habits is the ultimate book that gives you the key of how to never do bad habits that are destroying your life again, and instead replace them by doing productive habits that will improve your life in every way. It is the definitive guide to implementing the self-improvement habits and removing the instant gratification habits that will change your life. Now, most people, maybe even you, just wait around for the special day where this special magical event happens which changes your life forever. Now, Hollywood movies and shows have brainwashed you into just waiting around your whole life, refusing to just take control and change your life yourself. In all these movies, there's always this special event that changes the characters' lives instantly. Where Peter Parker is a nerd who can't get girls, the spider bites him, and instantly he's Spider-Man. The special event allows these people's lives to change instantly, without them having to sacrifice or put in any work really. We fantasize about having this our own special event, because we would love for our boring lives to change that quickly. However, this does not happen in real life. This doesn't happen in the real world. Special events that instantly change your life are very rare. However, most people still live their lives revolving around the special event, hoping that will change their life overnight. They just won't happen to you, and you could waste your whole entire life waiting around for them. If you want to change your life, the answer isn't a special event, it's habits. People overlook the importance of good habits, as it will take them a long time for them to change their life. And you won't see any progress really at the beginning. If you start going to the gym and you train really hard, and you train the next day and the next, and you have everything, your training, your diet, your sleep, your protein intake 100% on point, you still won't see any progress. You have to go to the gym consistently for months in order to see good progress in your physique. Most people simply don't have the patience to do the habits that would have gotten them the results they wanted for long enough to see any progress. So they just quit and go around to I'll wait for the special event again, or they'll cope about how it wasn't them quitting but the habit didn't work. Yeah, I quit the diet, but I didn't really quit it because 99% diets don't work. No, it's not the diet, it's not the habit that didn't work, it's you failed, you quit. But if you're watching this video, you don't want to be like the normal guy who just sits around twiddling their thumbs waiting for the special event and just wastes his life. You want to be better, you want to achieve more, and anything that you want, whether it's becoming successful, building an attractive body, improving your social skills, getting a girlfriend, whatever it is, will be achieved by you becoming consistent with your habits. It is extremely important that you hold this mindset and this belief that all you need to do is set the right habits, do them every day for a long time, and be where you want to be. Aristotle states, "We are what we repeatedly do." Therefore, excellence is not an act, but a habit. The only difference between an athlete and a fat guy is habits. The difference between a millionaire and a broke guy is habits. The difference between any successful person and a complete failure in life is habits. Now, the author of this book, James Clear, states that habits are like the compound interest of self-improvement. The more you do a habit, the more it will improve your life. The progress might be slow at the beginning. However, after a while of you doing this habit, you'll start experiencing exponential gains and benefits to your life. Small habits that take you like 5 to 10 minutes a day will, after a long time of you doing them every day, start paying you dividends, and you'll be able to accomplish things that you couldn't have imagined. You will get a huge return on investment from doing these small, tiny daily habits. Now, if you develop a habit and stick to it for the next few years, which is a tiny amount of time in your life, you'll be so much further ahead than any other person your age. The difference between someone who consistently has done good productive habits for 5 years and the difference between someone who has consistently done bad destructive habits for that same time will be so large it'll be like they're from different species. The difference between my physique after having worked out 6 days a week for only 2 years And another guy my age who doesn't work out is big already. Imagine what it will be like after 5 years, after 10 years of me working out and them not doing anything. Now, whilst doing good habits might be hard at first, you will soon start to enjoy doing them. So every day you'll be doing productive things that are improving your life that you love doing. Good habits that will lead to you improving your whole life, like going to the gym and caring about your physical health, will lead to you caring about your mental health, which allows you to become more productive and successful, which leads to your whole life becoming better. However, it's the opposite with bad habits, as they just cause your whole life to become worse and worse and spiral down. We'll get into how to make the good habits easy to stick to, but this book is especially good for removing bad habits. Now, James Clear gives us a 4-step pattern that you will go through every time that you indulge in a bad habit, which could be fapping, watching porn, playing video games, scrolling on social media, smoking weed, drinking, whatever it is. Now, the 4-step pattern that leads you back to doing the bad habit again is cue, craving, response, reward. And Hamza recommended another one, which is consequence. All the bad habits you do start with a cue. This is the stimulus that causes you to want to do the bad habit. If you're just scrolling on social media and you see a half-naked woman in a sexy provocative picture, it's going to create that cue to go fap and relapse. It puts the idea of fapping back into your mind, even if you said that you wanted to quit, and even if you're really serious about quitting. The cue starts the process that leads to you doing the bad habit. Now, after the cue, you get to the craving to do the bad habit. Every bad habit that you do is to ease a negative feeling that you have, to either try to get rid of it or just cover that feeling. Now, you could be addicted to playing video games every day in order to distract yourself from the fact that you're not making any progress in your real life by progressing in the virtual world. If you experience loneliness, you might watch porn to get this subtle feeling of intimacy to cover that loneliness. The craving is the desire to make yourself feel better through doing the bad habit. The response is you actually doing the activity, the action of you relapsing and doing that bad habit. After the response comes the reward that you get from doing that bad habit. Like the reward of fapping is the orgasm. The reward of drinking is being drunk. The reward is why you do the bad habits and the reason why it's so hard to quit them. Being able to get a reward instantly from an activity that is easy and fun to do will make it extremely addictive. However, no one thinks of the next step in the pattern, and that is the consequence that you get. The consequence comes right after the reward. This happens once you've finally woken up from doing that instant gratification habit and realize that you failed once again to quit doing the bad habit. This is the post-nut clarity for fapping, that feeling of regret and shame that you did it again, the hangover you get after drinking. The reward is why you're addicted to the bad habit, and the consequence is why you want to quit doing it. Cue, craving, response, reward, consequence. This is the pattern you'll go down every time you do a bad habit. Now, the best way to quit doing a bad habit is to destroy the pattern by removing the cue you do to do that bad habit. You'll have to find out where you get the cues to do the bad habits from, and then avoid that place where you get the cues. Now, when I was trying to quit fapping, for example, I'd go on Twitter or Reddit, and I'd always find myself on some OnlyFans or porn page and end up relapsing. Now, I'd always cope and say, oh, I want to go on Twitter or Reddit to learn and explore. However, I'd always just end up fapping, and that was it. Once I decided to quit using those apps and deleted them, a lot of the urges that I felt were removed. Not all of them, but a significant amount. After I removed the cues that I got from Twitter and Reddit, quitting fapping became a lot easier. Now, if you want to become consistent with a habit that will actually improve your life, Atomic Habits also gives us this 4-step action plan to make becoming consistent in any habit so much easier. Now, by following this action plan, it becomes a lot easier to commit and stay consistent with habits that you want to do for the long term. The 4-step action plan consists of making the habit obvious, attractive, easy, and satisfying. Now, in order to make an activity a habit, it must be obvious to you. The first times you do it, you'll not be used to doing it every day, and it'll be easy to just forget about it during your day-to-day life. Therefore, you need to find a way to remind yourself to do it every day. Now, when I first started trying to meditate every day, it was easy to forget to just sit down silently for 10 minutes doing nothing but breathing when I had so much more to do. So I usually just missed it. However, once I created a habit tracker and placed it on my shelf up there where I would be able to see it and be reminded of it every day, I was finally able to become consistent with meditating. Another habit that I've wanted to build has been reading every day. Now, I love reading during the holidays when I'm not busy. However, when I have all these other things to do and all these other things to worry about, I really struggle with getting myself, being able to read. So what I've been doing is leaving the book I'm reading just on my desk where I'll see it every day, and I'll feel guilty if I haven't been reading for the past few days. If you want to start a new habit, for example, doing calisthenics at home, leave your yoga mat on the ground every time you walk by it, so you'll be reminded to do it every day. Ask yourself, how can you make the habit that you want to build more obvious? You make a habit more attractive by increasing the rewards that you get from doing that habit. I did this by relating every good, productive habit with being able to attract more beautiful women. Every time I did a good habit like going to the gym, doing deep work, meditating, I imagined it improving myself so that more attractive women would want to have sex with me. The way I've done this is just keep it in my mind when I'm not motivated, and it just motivates me to do the habit, even when I don't want to do it. So it just increases the discipline a bit. By keeping in my brain, if I go to the gym today, a 10 out of 10 woman would be more attracted to me. It motivates me to go train hard, go to failure, even if I won't act on it and just be a total degenerate with this hookup culture. Another way to do a habit consistently is to make it easier to do every day. Now, if you have to do a 20-minute complicated activity every day, it will be much harder to do it and make it a habit. If the habit that you do is easy, you're much more likely to do it every single day. Going to the gym is very difficult at the beginning. So if you're struggling to go to the gym consistently, or if you just say to yourself, oh, it doesn't matter about today, I'll go tomorrow, or just skip the workouts, just promise yourself that you'll go to the gym and do one exercise, balls to the wall till failure. And then you can go home. By even just going for 10 minutes, you're setting up going to the gym as a habit. It's better to do 1 minute of a good habit than none at all. There's this phrase, it's better to brush your teeth badly than not at all. And it's the exact same with any other good habit. 1 minute of meditation, 1 page read, 10 minutes of deep work is better than not doing anything at all. The final way to do a habit consistently is to make it satisfying. You make it satisfying by simply just reminding yourself of the rewards that you'll get from it. When you first start a habit like going to gym, it will be difficult. You won't be motivated. You don't really know what to do, and your muscles become really sore really quickly. However, you know that going to the gym will make you stronger. It will make you more aesthetic. It will make you more attractive to women, and it will improve your confidence. Then just tell yourself that every single time that you're going or leaving the gym. Believe that every time you go to the gym, you're getting that much closer to achieving that aesthetic physique that will make girls chase you. Like when you're walking out, remind yourself, okay, now I'm that much closer towards my goal. I'm that much closer to doing it. I feel proud of myself. Like literally just tell yourself that you feel proud of yourself for doing that habit. Remind yourself of the benefits and constantly just keep on telling yourself that you're proud of yourself for doing that good habit. Speak positively to yourself. It may sound a bit corny, but if you talk negatively about yourself and the habits that you do, like, oh, I'll never be able to go to the gym today, I'll never be able to come consistent with it, then you're making it a reality. Remind yourself and just tell yourself that you feel proud of the work that you're doing, and you'll get that good feeling, and that makes you want to go to the gym again. That makes you want to do these good habits every single day, so you can keep getting that good feeling, that feeling of productivity and happiness that you get from it. And that's the entire Atomic Habits book summarized in under 20 minutes. So if you've enjoyed this video and you've learned about how to set habits, thank you for watching. Please like the video and subscribe if you want to see more videos from a small unconventional YouTuber. Your actionable step for this video is to just try remove one bad habit and try implement one good habit. Like, I would say if you already go to the gym, I would say try implementing meditating, reading, or even deep work. And if you're getting rid of a bad habit, I would suggest fapping or playing video games. Basically get rid of the big habit, or just try to reduce the amount of time that you spend on it. Alright, thanks for watching, and if you're interested in one-to-one coaching with me, one-to-one self-improvement coaching, where basically I am your accountability partner, I help you privately with any problem, with anything that you need help with. Like if you're struggling with bulking, if you're struggling with starting a new habit, if you're struggling with getting rid of a habit, I can personally help you and use 100% of my focus on your personal situation. If you're interested in that, the link is in the description down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.